It is not as clear as regular window tint, so be prepared for that. Looks great. What's going on, guys? So it's been a while since I uploaded a video, and I want to tint these sliding windows here on my 4Runner. Only problem is I've tried tinting them myself and I did a pretty terrible job. I partially blame the tint that I bought because it was like thinner than paper. It was so thin and it would crease and damage so easily. The luck I had buying stuff off of Amazon, I decided to go with this product here. Now what this is from Gilla is a static cling window tint. Why am I doing that? One, I think it would be easier to install, and you know, if I mess it up I could just like wash it clean, hopefully. But it's something that you're able to remove and put back on, or remove, put back on. Obviously it's not that easy. If it gets dirty, it's gonna look like crap. You're gonna have bubbles, stuff like that. I would imagine you would have bubbles. The main reason is this type of static cling. I don't know if you've ever messed with those as a kid, those little pictures of Santa Claus or whatever that you put on your windows as a kid. Teachers use them in schools. That stuff's kind of thick, and that's kind of what this is too. So my idea is that it'll be more durable when sliding the window open and close. Maybe it won't scratch as easy, vice versa. However, it being thicker also leads me to believe that when I do slide it, maybe the seals will actually grab it and just completely screw it up. So I'm gonna install just a little piece. I'm gonna make like maybe like a 2x2 square. Install it about right in here on some clean glass on the inside, and just do a couple of test opens. Slide it back, slide it forward, slide it back, slide it forward. I don't know how much I paid for this. I think it was $20, and it's 2 foot by 78 inches, so should be more than enough to do what I need to do here. I've already got the other windows tinted. The windshield, side windows, and the very back glass. All that was done when I had the soft top on. We put the hard top on, and I tried to tint the windows before I installed the new seals on the sliding windows, and the tint that I bought was just garbage. It being hotter, a lot more sun, that heat is really intense from the sun. It just bakes the inside of the cab. And with my daughter riding with me, she's just super uncomfortable. We're having to have a fan back there. Even though I have AC in the truck, I have to have a fan blowing back there because the air just isn't very strong in these older trucks. I've never used Gilla films before, but looks like a legit brand. Quality of the product looks good. They got their own little sticker that they keep everything together with. So this is a tinted vinyl. I mean, we'll see. The roll is already pretty dirty. I imagine this stuff is still gonna work okay. Now, this is what it looks like on the roll. Clarity. It is not as clear as regular window tint, so be prepared for that. Not super concerned about that because visibility through it's going to be low anyways because it's 5%, and it may improve once it's on the actual glass. Maybe it'll kind of like smooth out, and with the sun and the light hitting it, maybe it will get better. I thought it might be fun to try a new product. So I have my little square that we're going to test. Nice square edges. Stuff is a little difficult to cut, obviously, because it's like a thicker plastic. Not super difficult. Got some sharp scissors. It'll do just fine. I don't know if you're like me, but it seems like every time I have glass cleaner in the house, it's either terrible or it's name brand stuff and the whole bottle just disappears. Whose fault is it? Probably my fault. I don't know if this is any indication that this vinyl is going to shrink, but every vinyl that I've used, whether it be a vinyl decal, wrap, even the wallpaper in my house that's vinyl, shrunk inside in the air conditioning. It's enough to drive you insane. The window is clean. Let's stick it on and see how it holds up to a little bit of sliding action, a little bit of friction. Found this one in Wendy's somewhere in, I think, Georgia. That looks pretty good. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see, but maybe if I shine a light from the backside, shine a light up your backside. But you see the difference. There's tint, no tint, and there's tint. No tint. Let's do some window testing. It's gonna peel up as soon as I go. Watch. Oh, it didn't come off. I don't know. That's pretty cool. And you know, with the 5.0 give you any trouble, you'd be like, what you talking about, officer? I mean, I will say, yeah, you could take it off and stick it back on, but it's gonna look like crap unless you use like solution and a squeegee. So just plan on doing that. The only thing is durability. How's it going to deal with the sun and the heat over time? Is it going to get brittle? Is it going to shrink? Is it going to curl? Is it going to bubble? Is it going to discolor? Is it going to turn purple or some other weird color? So there may be a little bit of wind noise from the AC unit, but I had to turn it on because the camera started wigging out. I did not like being that warm, I guess, with the wide angle lens, which I had to remove. So this is basically my setup, just a yardstick, X-Acto blade. Yardstick's typically heavy enough to keep the roll from rolling up. Just lay it across it, and I measured out about 14 or so inches. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this right on the bench, because YOLO. So we'll go install the first piece. It does stick to itself really well, I'm learning. Oh my God. You know, it kind of feels like fruit roll-ups. Black fruit roll-ups. The best flavor. So I put a light inside so I can see a little bit better. A little backlighting. Again, I'm using the factory edges as much as I can. Yeah, don't pull this stuff super tight because it'll stretch. It's up there. Now we're gonna cut it. Looks terrible now because I just did that. Wish I didn't do that, but I did that. That light is blinding me more than it's helping me. The important thing is that we're trying, you know? And with the dullest blade I can possibly come up with. This stuff is a huge pain in the ass to cut. Okay, there it is. Looks great. How's that look? Right there. How's that look right there? So that's the problem you're gonna run into, is the cutting of this stuff. So basically what I'm gonna do is run my straight edge from there to there and just cut it on the bench. Do the same thing. Look at that. Looks terrible. Absolute dog poop. All right, looks great, doesn't it? Wait till we get to the inside. So one thing you'll notice is there's a strip of glass that doesn't have any tint on it. That's because this seal in the center just prevents you from being able to access that with tint anyway. So unless you have a tinter, window tinter that is really, really talented, that can manage to get the tint behind there without it getting all dirty and nasty and not sticking, that's just kind of how it's going to be. But I just wanted to go over a few things about this tint that I like and I don't like. Obviously, they say it's really easy to apply, and it is. You don't need a heat gun. You don't need any of that stuff. There are a few things that I don't really love about it, so let's get into that. For starters here, static clean, so it's gonna catch a lot of debris. There really is no way of keeping it super clean, because when you're trying to move it around and cut it and do all that stuff, it's just gonna grab on the dirt and everything. You can flip it around, stick it to the glass, and clean the side that's going to apply to the glass, and that worked okay, but as you can see, I've got some debris and some bubbles right there, some lifting there. But ultimately, I'm just trying to do this to keep my daughter cool. She sits on this side anyways, so this will help, I'm sure. But one thing I really don't like about this tint is the inside view. So this is the view from the inside. From far away, probably not that bad, but as you get closer, you can kind of see it looks a little hazy. Clarity isn't very good. There's just almost like a really subtle texture on the actual film, and that's what really kills this product. Is if you're looking for nice, clear, crystal clear clarity, like typical window tint, this product isn't going to be able to provide that. And it could just be because it's vinyl. Like, how clear and smooth could you possibly make something that's stretchy and flexible and thicker like that? You're going to get some kind of transparency issues here, and that's kind of what I came across. The other thing is just cutting this stuff is a nightmare. Typical window tint's a lot more rigid. It's like a plasticky film that you can just kind of glide through with a nice sharp razor knife or an X-Acto blade. This stuff is stretchy. It doesn't want to cut very well, and it wants to lift, and as you're cutting, it kind of chatters. It stretches and cuts, stretches and cuts, stretches and cuts. Now if you had a super sharp blade, you'd probably be better off. Some of my blades are probably not the sharpest. This stuff sucks to cut. So what I ended up doing was cutting it most of the way on here, taking it off, putting it on the bench, cutting it with a razor knife on a straight edge, which helped, but obviously that picks up debris. Then it brings about the question of debris. This stuff sticks to itself. So when you're going to try to put it up, it's sticking to itself. You're putting your fingers all over it, putting your hands all over it, might fall down, might be touching something else. It picks up a lot of dirt. You can flip it around on the glass to expose the side that you're gonna be sticking to the glass and spray it and clean it, but it's not gonna be as good it's not going to get as clean as you could possibly get it. It's just static clean. It's going to grab everything. So you're going to get some debris between it and the glass. My grade of this product is probably like a 5 out of 10. It is made out to be easier than regular window tint. It's easily removable, reusable, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. Like if you want something to just throw up real quick and you're in a state where they're really strict about dark tint, and you know, you can just peel it off and it's, you know, cheap and it's easier for you to do. I mean, you don't need a heat gun. You just spray some stuff on there and you just take a squeegee and squeegee the Windex, glass cleaner, all-purpose cleaner, whatever you got. Squeegee it out, it's stuck, it's done, whatever. Now you have tint, great, but it looks like crap and the clarity is not very good and it sucks to cut. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.